perpetual danger in all this speed and experimenting.
Now, start the spin now. Second spin now. Wheel hard over, power on again. Now.
It's a Formula One Type 49.
Motor racing, as every girl in the paddock knows, is not only to do with machines, it is to do with men.
It's Brabham all the way now.
British cars, British drivers. Sterling Moss, so very nearly world champion. Tony Brooks, with 3 Grand Prix wins to his credit. These are the men who drove the Vanwalls to their great successes in 1958. Andrews, the chairman, presented a special plaque to Mr. Vanderbilt as the world champion manufacturer of Formula One racing cars. In the Grand Prix season then just ended, his cars had won 6 of the 10 races that ranked for the world championship.
Mr. Vanderbilt, does your decision mean that the name of Van Wall is going to vanish from the racetracks irrevocably?
I'm awfully sorry, I'm afraid it is.
Why have you taken this decision?
Well, on medical advice. Doctors suggested I should go slower.
Well, here's a model of one of the famous cars, and here's one of the drivers you saw a moment ago who'll no longer be seen behind the wheel of a Vanwall, Mr. Tony Brooks. Why can't the Vanwalls go on racing without him?
Well, I think it's been very much a personal success story, the Vanwall. I mean, you can't do anything without the team, the mechanics, the racing manager, and all the people at the factory that go to make up the team, but it must all be directed by one person who knows precisely what's wanted to win Grand Prix, and I think that is Mr. Vanderbilt.
Well, thank you very much, and good luck to you and to all the other Vanwall drivers. The end of a brilliant episode in British racing, the end of the news. Now, a look at the weather.
As Moss comes to the pits, newcomer Jack Brabham of Australia jumps into the lead and shows the sort of form that marks him as the driver of the future. It's a surprise victory for the Australian, but already the pattern for the year is set. Brabham always well placed, while Moss can't even finish.
And the order doesn't change in July at Aintree in the British Grand Prix. Brabham goes straight into the lead, while Moss, with tyre trouble, must be content with second place. So it's clear now that Brabham is no flash-in-the-pan driver. With half the season gone, he's favourite for the World Championship.
A young man who came to England in 1955 as an unknown driver in search of a car, and who teamed up with Coopers to give motor racing one of its greatest combinations of man and machine.
You need a driver that can tell you what's going on, and Jack surely can do that. If he feels that the car is doing a certain thing on a certain corner, he will come in and say, look, I think we ought to do this to the car, or what can we do to cure this, where another driver may not even know what it is or wouldn't even think about it.
Already, Sterling Moss, number 7, is ahead. Second is Jack Brabham, number 8. He's trying to hold Moss. He can't afford to let him go. But now the order's changed. Brabham leads with McLaren second.
What's happened to Moss?
Now Brabham has got the race in his hands. Nobody can touch him now. It's Brabham all the way now. The race and the World Championship are his, with just one lap to go. And team manager John Cooper welcomes his winner home. But there's something wrong. It's McLaren, number 9, who takes the checkered flag. There's consternation in the Cooper pit. Brabham should have come through first. But Jack Brabham, out of Petrol, is still in the race. He's got to push that car more than 450 yards to the finishing line. And that after more than 2 hours of driving at 100 miles an hour. This is the sort of courage that makes champions. The other cars roar past, and Jack Brabham pushes his way to the Motor Racing Championship of the world.
And now meet in person the World Motor Racing Champion of 1959, Jack Brabham, driving his World Championship winning car, the Cooper. Hope you can stop. Congratulations. Very nice. I can see that.
That's right.
Well, now, you finished 12th in the championship last year. To what do you attribute this tremendous step forward into the champion's place of honour itself?
Well, it's not a matter of just the driver. Actually, motor racing is a thing that revolves around not only driving a motor car, but you've got to have the right motor car and all the people to go with it to help you along. And we have the right motor car. The Cuba Car Company have been developing the car for a couple of years and brought it up to the pitch that it is. And the thing that really topped it off this year, we came to light with the right engine as well, which was made by Coventry Climaxes, and the combination of the two has made a winning motor car.
I think Climaxes have done a great job for British motoring as a whole.
Naturally, everyone in Coventry depends upon the car industry, and we do quite definitely.
I say, the money's in the car trade. That's where you got to go, where the money is.
Fling wide the the gates. It's Friday night, the weekend's here, the long-awaited weekend. But 11,000 workers at this factory and thousands more like them at the massive motoring concerns here in Coventry.
Graham Hill, oh look at that! That was Billy Meadows with a Ferrari. Billy Meadows with a Ferrari shooting into the lead from the second rank and tipping Graham Hill in the process. This was down on the outside, Ellis Island. Yards to go, up onto the straight for the last time, and Bruce McLaren wins the 20th Monte Carlo Grand Prix from Phil Hill by 2 seconds at the end of 194 miles.
I think it's a very nice car for a woman, a lady, because it goes fast and it's not very big.
It's here these specialists cook up the standard 1275 Cooper S engine into the hottest projectile the wit of man can devise. This car awaits the strains of Silverstone. It looks like the shopping Mini, but inside it's all car. In Hopkirk's hands, the car's qualities first became clear.
Car coming up to about 80 miles an hour, coming towards the skid area. Speed clutch. Now, start the spin now. Second spin now. Wheel hard over, car on again and out of it.
From the inside, Graham Hill in the middle, and they're away. The straight there, and it's Jim Clark who's in the lead. Jim Clark with Graham Hill on his tail. And there he goes. Graham Hill with the VRM.
This is the machine shop of the BRM organisation at Bourne in Lincolnshire. Here, the mechanics in charge of the racing cars on the circuits actually build the machines for which they are to be responsible. Tony Rudd, the engine development engineer, runs up one of the new BRM V8s on the engine test bed. But the pursuit of perfection at the home base is not enough. The car must then go forth and prove itself on the circuits of the world. It is the mechanics, of course, who take it there.
You really got me going. You got me so I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, you really got me now. You got me so I can't sleep at night. Yeah.